I took someone with zero experience to trading to getting over $400,000 in funded capital within 3 months and then 20K a month within the next 3 months. And I wanted to share everything, the mindset, the beliefs, breaking everything down about just how we went about it. I am going to walk you through the exact roadmap that we built step by step of what actually got him to 400K in funded capital within 3 months and to 20K a month in profit within the next 3 months. I'm Andrew. I'm 19 and I make over 30K a month full-time trading. I run a mentorship. I cap it intentionally. I only work with people that I know I can get results for, and Riley was one of the first ones. I'm making this video for 2 reasons. 1, because Riley's results speak for themselves, and I think the roadmap behind it is worth showing in full. 2, because the problems he came to me first with is what 90% of traders nowadays have a problem with, and most of them don't even know that it's a problem. So let's get into it. When Riley reached out, he's been watching my content for a while. He was interested in trading itself, but had never actually built a systematic framework around it all. No strategy he's trusted, no system, and no funded accounts. He told me he felt lost, and he felt like that trading was not meant for people like him, that it was meant for people who are naturally good with numbers, who are naturally analytical. But what he didn't know is that it wasn't a smarts problem. It was a trust problem. And those 2 things require completely different fixes. When someone comes to me and says, I don't know what to do, my first question is always, do you actually not know what to do? Or do you know what to do but can't trust it enough to execute it properly? And for Riley, this was the second one. He's seen the setups, he knows the strategy, he knows what to look for, but when price comes into his zone of interest, he would just freeze up and second guess himself. He'd hesitate, he would enter late, or he'll just force the trade because he feels like he missed it and then he needs to chase it. And every single trade that he took, he told me felt like a guess. And when trades feel like guesses, you can't build anything consistent on top of that. And that is not a strategy problem, that is a trust problem. He already knows enough in his head, he just doesn't trust enough to do it. So this is his exact diagnosis right here. We are going to go through what he thought his problem was and his bottlenecks. So first, he thought he had to be more certain upon entry. So he felt like he needed more knowledge to actually become certain in every single trade that he enter. But as a trader, you should know that the need to be right it should be non-existent. For anyone that's trying to make it in trading, you have to understand that each entry is uncertain because there is no 100% win rate strategy. And the second, he didn't have enough confirmations on each entry. This kind of links back to the first one where he didn't feel like he had enough to be certain. And then third, he would freeze every time he was meant to execute, which just meant that he was second guessing himself and he just didn't trust in what he was actually doing. And then fourth, he told himself that he had to be disciplined and just execute it, which is just forcing yourself to execute something and do something that you don't even trust or believe in yourself. Which really asks yourself, how hard is that? Would you rather trust something and do it by trusting it, or just hard trust it and just go with your guts, or go with whatever some guru tells you because they say the strategy works and you kind of just have to trust that? And that is exactly what 90% of you guys are doing right now by hard trusting your strategies. And then lastly, he has strategy only work sometimes because he has so much knowledge confusing him, trying to fit different strategy together at different times. Now, let's go through what his actual problems were and my diagnosis for him. So the first one was the reason he can't execute his edge properly is because he has no reason to, right? He has no reason to actually trust in his edge and execute it properly because he hasn't seen it work out ever. The only reason he would trust it is because some guru on the internet is telling him to. And let's be honest, you would think that you'd trust something like that on the internet and that's why you're copying their strategy, but your brain would still stop you from making split-second decisions like executing an edge properly and consistently every single time. And this goes into our point number 2, which is he doesn't trust in his strategy. In order to execute something consistently, you need to trust it. Number 3, he doesn't know if his strategy actually works. He doesn't. And that goes back into the trust again, which is just how you have to prove to yourself that the strategy actually works, not just because someone said it. And then number 4, he doesn't know how the strategy works inside out because he's never actually physically applicated this strategy on the charts by himself, right? He may have thinks that he had, but not in every single condition, and doesn't even know what each confluence does. And then our last one, which is it's not a discipline issue, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's really not. It comes down to trust And when you're thinking it's a discipline issue, you're kind of still not trusting in your strategy that you have an edge over the market. Because if you trusted something fully, and I mean fully trusted it, that it's going to get you from A to B, why would you try and take extra trades or stop yourself from taking the trades that's going to get you there? Okay, here is the personalized roadmap we built together. Every time we'd go on call, we would plan out what his next plans were for the next week before we hop on call again. Okay, so phase one, we had having a clear setup, making a rule book basically for all of these jumbled strategies. He needed to clear it down into just one strategy and make it very clear and knew exactly what each confluence did and why it was there. So first, we extracted all the knowledge he had and putting it into a working strategy. Now, I also taught him most of the things that I knew, so it would polish off a lot of the little stuff like candle anatomy and what to do in different market structures and stuff like that. And this just ensured that he was working with only one strategy and not working with 5 and confusing himself on which strategy to use essentially every single time like any setup showed. And this is a problem a lot of people make, is that people think that the more strategies that they have, the more profitable they'll be, because maybe every hour a different strategy, a different setup would show for a different strategy, and then you would make more money off that way. Just think of it like don't chase multiple rabbits and you won't end up getting either. So only focus on one and master it, and that's the best way that you are going to get to profitability. And then we set clear guidelines on what to look for every time he went onto the markets, which I require every single one of my students to do this, to set a clear rule book for themselves and draw it out and then send it over to me and for me to have a look. It's basically just an A+ setup of what their most ideal setup would look like. This just makes sure that they won't break any rules that is not their A+ setup. And then we have price action strategy, which is just basically my strategy. That's what we implemented, putting everything together, different confluences, and it ended up being a price action strategy instead of ICT, anything like that. Which is just what I knew best at the end of the day, and that is what's going to get him most polished. And then we went through the fundamentals of trading, strengthening his foundations such as all time frames, candle anatomy, and etc. And then moving on to phase 2. This is where he had to do a lot of the work, which is just back testing his style of execution with the strategy and essentially data collection. Now first, using the exact rules and guidelines we created in phase 1, he went and backtested over maybe a few thousand backtests now. And this just ensured that he understood the strategy inside out and was collecting data on how the strategy worked in different conditions, in different market structures, in different range-bound conditions, in different trendy conditions. Because let's be honest, the market would not be identically replicating itself over and over again. So the only way you can fit your strategy into is the different structures and different conditions of the market, because those are the only things that the market is replicating itself on. And then this actually showed him that the strategy actually works. So this built trust upon him and the strategy, so he can work with the strategy, not just try hard implement the strategy with discipline. And then just having the repetition of pattern recognition for him was really all that he needed to actually pass his first funded account. Now, after a few hundred backtests, he went and got funded, right? Using the exact Zealous strategy, I told him exactly how to get funded and pass funded accounts most efficiently. He ended up passing his first funded account on his second try. And then we went through how to actually start stacking accounts and how to start trading on multiple accounts using like a trade copier or Traders Connect, anything like that. And then just setting your risk and prop firm perimeters for the best success in the prop firm game. Because everyone knows the prop firm game is actually very different to live trading and just trading in general. Let me be specific about what the backtesting phase actually looked like. Because personally, I think people way underestimate how important backtesting is in becoming profitable. Riley went through around 2 months of backtesting with over 500 backtested trades, each logging in exactly what would have happened on the exact same setup, and this is just pattern recognition for him. Recording stuff like timing, sessions, confluences, risk to reward, long or short setups. And data like this is crucial for long-term success if you want to actually become profitable and make it in trading. And he did this until the data stopped feeling like theory and it felt like history. And I'll tell you what I mean. He went through so much detail in each setup that he went through, all the historical data, that for every single setup, he genuinely felt like he was there executing that trade at that exact same time. And that is the amount of detail into the data that you need to collect in order to actually become profitable within trading. Because data collection is definitely number one, the biggest important thing in trading, in all of trading, in the whole industry. And when you nail that data collection and knows exactly what you're collecting to the amount of detail, and not just random detail, but the detail that refines your strategy, that's when your psychology. You are no longer trying to trust a strategy, you are trusting something that you have seen play out over hundreds and thousands of times. For this, I remember this one specific moment in Riley's journey where he'd called me after backtesting of like 3 hours of straight data. And it was right after we hopped off a mentorship call, and he called me and he was like, bro, that mentorship call helped so much. I just got so much clarity. And after putting everything that I just learned from you into the backtesting that I did, and with your help on the side, constantly texting me, and that is exactly when I told him, go ahead, get your first funded account. And then about 1 month later, he was at $400,000 in funded capital. That is something 96% of traders would never get to. And that is because he's used the exact same setup to pass all these funded accounts that we have built the roadmap around, personalized for his execution. And by month 5 to 6, he's at 20K a month consistently. And the thing I want to be clear about is the thing that didn't change for Riley. First of all, Riley didn't get lucky. He didn't learn a new indicator, or he didn't switch strategies. He got evidence, and evidence gets you trust. And trust is exactly what makes any strategy work. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You need to work with your strategy. You need to trust your strategy in order for it to actually work for you. So if you're in the same position as Riley, you know your setups, you know all the confluences, but somehow you still don't know when to pull the trigger and you're still hesitant when it comes to execution, that's just a trust problem. And the fix is there. The fix is very simple, but it's hard. And it's not the fix that most people is looking for. If you have any questions, and any questions, I mean anything, DM me on my Instagram. I will reply to every single one of your DMs. Otherwise, if you're interested in seeing how we can build a personalized roadmap for you on call, book a call down below. It should be the application link to Zealous application. Other than that, I give that load of free advice on my free Discord if you want to join that. See you next time.